professor in there, right?
If you want to just take notes, do it. If you don't, do it anyway. How you doing, Bill?
I'm hanging in there. This bill functioning. My nightstand wanted to kiss, so that's why my face is.
It jumped up and hit you, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way it works.
I told her it was too early. I didn't want to kiss it.
You remember the notebooks? Take notes. When I tell you to take notes, you take notes. Okay? Good. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about aviation and airplanes. Why they fly and how do you keep them in the air? How does that go? And we're going to do that for a while. You get tired of sitting here listening to me gab, and then we'll play on the simulator. What are we going to do on the simulator? I don't care. We're going to do what you want to do. What do you want to do? We're going to help you manage the simulators and do what you can. If you know more about them than I do, which you very well may, fine, teach me something. So that's what we want to do. We're here to have fun. We're here to do our thing, and let's do it. So, aviation. What's the deal in aviation? If you're going to make it in life, you got to eat. Where are you going to get your food? While you're at home, say again?
From the store.
Okay, or if you're lucky enough, you're going to have somebody that grows it, and that would be nice. That's good food.
Task system test okay.
That means you're going to have to you got to figure out how to make money. The way to make money is get somebody to pay you to do something you like doing. We call that a job. A job is work. You got to work. There's certain things you have to do to keep a job and to get a job. There's certain things that you don't want to do, but you got to do. You got to do these things. That's why they call it work. Aviation has a job that pays good money in every field of work that you can think of. Every one of them. Accounting, physics,
Professor.
engineering, whatever. Anything. They're going to pay you money to do it. It's there. But you got to know what you're doing, and you got to do it right. And you can make a decent living.
Wow, okay.
But you got to understand that anything in aviation, bookkeeping, anything, engineering, anything. There's a job to do that in aviation, and it pays. Okay. Well, good afternoon. I'm glad you can make it. Yeah. Where's your notebook?
I got your notes there.
Yeah, typical excuse. Here you go, man.
Wow, when you first came here.
You know the rule.
And
Bring
Cayman,
your notebook every day.
I think you got a little taller too, huh?
Okay. Good to see you, man. How you been? You having any fun? You're supposed to have fun. Good. You got your pencil and you got your notebook. That's a big deal. All right, we got some new people here. We need to know who people are. I'm going to ask you to stand up and introduce yourself and tell us just a little bit about yourself. Now, I want to hear you, and you know like I'm hard of hearing. She wants to hear you. She's all the way over here. So speak up. I don't want you whispering and saying, well, my name is blah, 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 blah. No, talk. The reason you're talking is to communicate. That means you need to be heard. Understand? Start with you. Stand up, tell me who you are and what you're doing.
My name is Isaiah Jason.
Is what?
Isaiah.
Isaiah!
Yeah.
Wow, you go back a long ways. Okay.
I go to Booker T. Washington High School. I'm going to my junior year.
You what?
I go to Booker T. Washington High School. I'm going to my junior year.
Okay. Yep, you've been here a bit. How about you? Come on, speak up. I can't hear you.
I'm going to my 6th grade year at Groundwater.
What school?
Groundwater.
What are you studying? You studying what the teacher tells you to study, aren't you? All right. How about you?
My name is Ken Williams, 19, finished school 2 years ago, and I am now learning how to trade.
What trade are you in?
Stocks, Forex, that type of stuff.
Really? Ooh,
Hey.
you going for the big bucks, huh? Good for
I'm gonna
you.
stick with him like glue.
Yeah. Good for you. Hey, and also, now Caven's been with us quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to help us with some people that are not really familiar how these particular simulators work, and he's going to help us with that. So we're not going to call him an instructor, but he's an instructor's helper, and he's going to help us out and help us there. And you might want to ask him about trading stocks too. So maybe he can give you some little financial information there and get something going. How about you?
My name is Lonnie Chasen. I go to Groundwater and I'm going through my 8th grade year.
Wow. Are you having fun?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
That's good. How about you? No, you're going to have to talk, sir. I can't understand.
My name is
Okay. Why are you here? Why do you want to learn about airplanes? Stand up. Stand up. Huh? You were brought here.
Oh,
You
boy.
want to leave? Okay. You can stay. How about you?
I'm Kristen Scott, and I go to Pace High School, and I'm in 11th grade. And yeah,
Okay, what do you want to do for a career? Do you know? Just get out of school or what?
probably just get out of school right now.
I know what you mean. How about you?
I'm a sophomore at Pace High.
You're at Pace also. Do you have any idea what you're going to do when you get out of school?
Exploring our options.
Huh?
Exploring our options.
You're exploring your options. You're going to be a politician. Well, you sound like one. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. We've talked to you guys before about this. Every career in the world is aviation has a part of it. If you are looking for a career, that career is available to you in aviation. It's not only pilots and mechanics. It's accountants. It's managers. It's file clerks. It's janitors. It's construction people. It's engineers, metallurgists, chemists. Every career in the world you can find in aviation. We're all going is available in aviation. We're going to talk about these things as we go and as we do these things. What I'm going to do this morning is, the three of you are not familiar with aerodynamics. I'm going to talk about aerodynamics for just a few minutes and get some things on that. Okay, I won't really bank on you, depend on you to help. And we're going to figure out where Pensacola is, where Tallahassee is, how far it is to get there, and what compass heading you're going to go on. Does anybody understand the compass? Okay? Tell me what you know about a compass. How big is it? How many units? And what are the units?
60, I think. Or I don't know.
All right. Miles are straight line measurement. If we go, let me get the charts out here, and we'll do that. Now these charts, as you guys know, are so big that they cover up the whole table. Open up that thing, and they cover up the whole table, so you're not going to be able to have one per person unless you're at a table by yourself. Put your stuff on the bottom, turn it over. There you go. Look around here, and what's that say? Pensacola. Find Pensacola. What does that say? That's it. All right. Find Pensacola. You got Pensacola here? Okay. Okay. We got a circle. You're in the center of the circle.
All right.
The way we communicate direction is, we call it headings, basic thing, and they are measured in degrees. If you're going to measure a straight line, you can measure it in inches, fractions of inches. You can measure it in feet. You can measure it in yards. You can measure it in miles. That's a straight line. But we want to measure a circle. How far apart are certain components of the circle? We got to start somewhere. So we start with north. Here's north. This is north, right here. And if you want to go from Pensacola to Tallahassee, Tallahassee is north, south, east, west. Zero degrees. A degree is how we measure differences between radials or headings in a circle. That's a degree. So, north is 0 degrees. 0. this entire circle is 360 degrees. 360. So 360 degrees. So if you want to tell someone, look, I'm located in Pensacola and I want to go to Tallahassee, and Tallahassee is to the east. If there's 360 degrees in a circle, how many degrees in half a circle?
180.
180. So that's 180. So this is 180 degrees. So we're going to call that degrees. 0 degrees, 180 degrees. Well, if it's 180 from here to here, how many is it half that way to here? You agree? 90. All right. In aviation and navigation terminology, we're not going to say just 90. We're going to say 090. All right? So, this is 90 degrees, and a heading is 090. This is 180. All right? We come on around here. This, if that's 90 degrees, this is going to be from here to here 90 degrees. So what's 90 plus 180? Come on, wake up. Somebody tell me something. What is it? 270. 270. So, this is 270. 270 degrees. All right? So you look on your chart, figure out what you think is east, and go until you bump into an airport and see if it's Tallahassee. What's that? What does that say? That says Mariana. Okay? Do you see Tallahassee? No, you don't. It's not on there. Okay? Why is it not on there? Because the chart can only cover so much space. And if you look just on the edge, you're going to see something that says Tallahassee Class C. You see that? You see Tallahassee Class C? That Tallahassee Class C is the edge of the Tallahassee Airport. Okay. Why have I put you in that position? A couple of reasons. Number one, I don't have the other chart. We'd have to join them together and all of that. So, if you were going to, let's estimate the center of that magenta circle, and that's the Tallahassee Airport. So that means if you're going from Pensacola to Tallahassee Airport, what heading would you take? Roughly. Give me a wild guess.
090.
Oh boy, you got it. Right on. 090. Because it's to the east. Well, if you wanted to return from Tallahassee back to Pensacola, what heading would you take? 270. We call that reciprocal. Reciprocal is what we call that. That's the reciprocal heading. Okay, I'm going to use some terms that you're not going to understand. Figure it out. Okay? Now, the first time I had to use a dictionary, the teacher said, "How do you spell reciprocal?" I said, "I don't know." And she said, "Well, look it up in a dictionary." Well, if you're going to look something up in a dictionary, you got to know how to spell it. Wait a minute, how am I supposed to look something up that I don't know how to spell and figure out how to spell it? Well, I start off with something. What's it start with? R. Is it R-E or R-I? Huh? Okay. You got it? I might have known you'd have it. You turkey. What do you got? Tell me what it is.
It says, collecting each in the same way so related that one is equivalent to the other.
What does that mean to you? Don't lie to me. It doesn't mean anything to you. I don't understand it. How can I expect you to understand it? Okay. That's how the dictionary defines it. What reciprocal in navigation means, the reverse course. So if your course is 090 and you're going back to where you came, the reciprocal of that is what? 270. That's what reciprocal means. You're going to use reciprocal a lot in aviation. And I'm going to use a lot of words that you're not going to understand. The biggest problem I had when I never did really grow up, but when I was working on it, I didn't understand what people were telling me. And finally I got it. So, if you don't understand something that I am saying, stop me and ask me, what does that mean? You need to understand what I'm saying. All right. If we're going on a heading of, let's say, we're at Pensacola, here's the airport. The way we identify airports in aviation is we have what we call a three-letter identifier. If that airport has custom service, it has a K in front of that three-letter identifier. The three-letter identifier for Pensacola is PNS. How do you know I'm saying P and not E, B, C, or D? I've got a bad southern accent. A lot of people don't understand it. So we have what we call a phonetic alphabet. The phonetic alphabet is a word that clarifies a letter. So P is Papa. N is November. S is Sierra. So P, N, S. Papa, November, Sierra. And K, it does have custom service, so it's K, P, N, S. Kilo, Papa, November, Sierra. That's it. All right. Other airports that don't have major activity, that are in some little isolated area, what's that say? Brute. Come off of Pensacola on a heading of about a 010 or 020. go up to the first airport you see. It looks like a sideways L. And what does it say? It should say Brewton. Let's go. What's that? Brewton. You got it? Where's Pensacola? 010 is not like this. Right there. What's that say? Brewton. Okay. You got it? Make sense? Good. Good to see you, man. I'm glad you're here. Okay. Did he show you how to do it? Okay. Major airports have the three-letter identifier. The three-letter identifier for smaller airports that don't have customs or that are not as predominant. What does predominant mean? What does predominant mean? Not as common. Good man, you're right. Or not as dominant? Okay. He's got it. So, Brewton is not a major airport. So what's the identifier for Brewton? It's got, I don't know, look at it. What does it say? Huh? 12J. The phonetic pronunciation for J is Juliet. So we would say 12 Juliet. You don't know that yet. One day you will. All right. 12 Juliet is the identifier for that. We can't, when we're asking for clearances and we're talking to other people in the aviation world, we can't say the whole name because it takes up too much space. So we give the three-letter identifier. All right. What do you think the three-letter identifier for an airport in New Orleans would be? If P&S is for Pensacola, what do you think it would probably be in New Orleans? K&O. That's close. It's N-E-W. K-N-E-W. And that's for Lakefront Airport in New Orleans. But the airport in New Orleans, the big airport, what's that? That's Gulfport. What's this?
St. Charles.
That's St. Charles. Biloxi. That right there.
That's the list.
All right, that's Biloxi. Okay. You're gonna have to turn the chart over. Well, no, don't do that. I don't want to turn the chart over. You can't see it. It's not there. Let's look at. Well, yeah, go ahead. Turn the chart over. Rotate it 180 degrees. And I'm sorry, I told you wrong. Turn it back. I told you wrong. What's that? Right there. You got it. You turn it like this. And a girl. there. Got it? What's the three-letter identifier? That's an airport, very small, that's Lakefront Airport, right next to the other airport, the main airport. I want the main airport identifier. It looks like an L. And look around, it's hard. Believe it or not, it's MCO. Yep. Do you see MCO anywhere?
Oh.
That's in there. You see it in here. It's in there somewhere. I tell you, these charts are so very cluttered that they're hard to see.
Found it? I can see.
There's stuff scattered all over the place. And they're very cluttered, and it's very difficult to see that stuff. So, in the major world of aviation, come on in, ladies, come on in. Have a seat. That's good, right there. We got you.
Right upside down.
What's your name again? Talia, that's not you wrong. Both of y'all. Man. Okay.
Bill, get to the spot, got the two girls that came in behind you.
Okay.
y'all. How you doing? Good to see you.
Due to the size of these
Last
charts,
time to see me, I lost the sun.
there you go. Don't
I can
turn
see
it
you
over.
not that way.
Turn them back over to where we started. Alright. Find your ordinance.
Hey Siri.
I said MCO.
MSY.
I was wrong. I told you the wrong three-letter identifier. MCO is Orlando. And MSY is New Orleans. Now, how in the world do they get New Orleans or MSY out of New Orleans? I don't know. The name of that airport is Louis Armstrong Airport. It's MSY. So it does have customers. It's a major airport. So it became MSY. That's what that means. All right. I screwed that up. Now that I have you totally and completely confused, we shall move on. My point is, it's extremely difficult to manage these paper charts. What we're using in aviation today is an iPad. And we can make it bigger and smaller. It's called ForeFlight, and there's a couple of other apps that they have that makes this a lot simpler. And that that what technology, the technological revolution has done is simplified these very complicated charts. And you can imagine sitting in an airplane that's this wide trying to spread out this chart. It's impossible. You got to do the best you can and get it folded properly and all of that to make this thing happen. So that brings up the most important point. Pre-flight planning. Pre-flight planning. Proper planning prevents poor performance. If there's nothing you learn more than that out of this class, you're going to be ahead in life. Proper prior planning prevents poor performance. Plan what you're going to do. If you are going to the auto parts store to get a transmission for a 1913 Bentley, write it down, plan on it. Do they have it? If you're going to the grocery store to buy ingredients for cornbread, write it down. Proper prior planning prevents poor performance. If you're going to get in an airplane and go somewhere, you're going to have to plan it. You can't just get in the airplane and say, okay, Tallahassee's that way, and that's where I'm going. It doesn't work. Ain't going to work. You got to plan it. Okay, how far is it from? Let's don't go to Tallahassee because it's not on the chart. Let's go to someplace close to Tallahassee. How about Mariana? Is Mariana right here?
Yeah.
That's Mariana. Over there close to Tallahassee, little town of Mariana. Northeast. What's that? No, that's everywhere. Cool. Mariana. Mariana's over by Tallahassee. Here, right there. I think that's it.
Pointed it out.
That's it right there. That's it. That's it. You find Mariana?
Yes, sir.
Everybody know where Mariana is?
Yes.
There it is.
All right.
That's frequency right there.
Okay. How far is that? How do you know?
Maybe like
Maybe light. Maybe light won't get it. All right. There you go. There you go. There you go. Oh. All right. Turn your chart over again. Look down on the bottom. You see that horizontal lines all the way down on the bottom. That's the scale. That's the chart scale. All the way on the left side of the scale. The zero is offset. It's not at the very end. Right here. See here, there's a 0. So what you need to do is we need to get a piece of paper. You got any typing paper? Okay. Tear a page from your notebook. That gives y'all a notebook. A ruler won't go all the way, but it'll help.
What were we using last time?
All these rules, right?
They're not long.
Well, you're gonna have to stretch it out,
Yeah.
figure it out.
Or used to,
We have enough.
add two together.
I'll show you.
You can like two together.
Okay. All right. We're going to use a scientific term, SWG, a scientific wild guess, SWG. I want you to turn your chart over to where you can figure out how far it is from Pensacola to Mariana. Yeah, thank you. And you're doing good job. Good job.
76 slide.
Figure it out. How many times you got to move the ruler? There you go. Now you're cooking. Yeah. All right. Put your finger there and add that to it. Go ahead. Move that. All right. What's that? That's an 1.5 inches? Okay. So what is it? 2 rulers plus an 1.5 inches. All right. Turn it over.
Mr. Skip,
Sir.
where do we start? I can't remember.
Start on the 0.
Start on the 0.
Does it go to a specific mark? All right. Start at the closest one and move this way.
Start on the 0.
Which one we on? Here? Yeah, no. Thank you. All right. No.
There.
Not right there. All right. Put it here. Okay. And what was that difference? Another. Okay, so that's 110 nautical miles right there. All right. It's coming back 1.5 inches. Inch and a half. Let's go. Closest one is 90 nautical miles. And we're going to go 1.5 inches past it. 1.5 inches past
Yes, that is.
It's gonna have to be, is that 80? It's 80. Inch and a half's not gonna work, we're gonna have to go about 90. Yeah, okay. Inch and a half, this far, it's an inch and a half and 0. And that's 10. Okay. So it's 100 and, I'm sorry,
That's it. What'd you get, Chairman?
and that's what, 60, is that 60? That's 80, okay? And that's about,
We got 122.
that's 20, so that's about 10.
Oh,
Is it later on?
No, that's
I don't know
10,
if it's exact.
Yeah.
from here to here.
15 inches, but.
From here to there is 10. That's an inch and a half, 10. So we need to go, that number right there would be
What they get? They got 122, but they gave us.
4 miles less.
Oh,
So it's gonna be, that'll come out if we do it like this. That's the inch and a half. All right. And we're gonna go an inch and a half past it.
Which one is it? The novel one or like? I know it's in, but which one?
So that's almost 110 miles. By that, it's very confusing. I understand it. It's confusing. It ain't simple. All right?
And we didn't do that.
Okay.
You got one rule.
They basically got 110, one got 120, one got 105. Yeah.
It's a tough problem. It's a tough problem. There's a lot of interpolation. You got to interpolate what's the difference and where that is. That's another reason that we've gone to the latest technology of the various 108 makes a lot of sense. The latest technology has gone, we've gone to, because these charts are so difficult to manipulate. They're difficult. Does any of this make any sense?
Yes.
Okay. I know you've heard the term, back in the old days, or your grandfather's going to say, well, back when I was doing it, and so forth and so on, they were using charts. Now, they're using digital flight bags. So, that's what they're calling them, digital flight bags. So, Ford Flight is the most popular. Garmin puts one out. Somebody else puts one out. There's a couple of them out there that do all this stuff digitally on your iPad, and it works. But you need to understand 3-letter identifiers, and you need to understand what airport looks like on a chart. All right. Does that make sense to you? Yeah, you're the only honest one in the crowd. Kind of. That's a fact. Okay.
Let me go ahead and move the camera.
Navarro,
Yes, sir.
you want
Yeah, I gotta go get the pizza.
to, huh?
I gotta go get the pizza.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and
Break them?
Yeah.
Break them?
Huh?
You give them a break?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm moving the camera, so, can they set the table up?
All right, we'll take care of that. Okay. All right. We had a couple of new people come in while we were going there. We don't know who they are, they don't know who we are, and they'll probably, when they can run out the door, will run. But let's go ahead. Ladies, y'all show and what you want to do in life. We'll start with you. You. Come on, stand up, talk to me. And I'm hard of hearing, I'm an old man, I don't want to hear you. So you're going to have to talk loud.
I go to Blue Angels Elementary School.
What's your name?
Blue Angel.
Talia.
Talia, okay.
And I don't know
Nobody else does either. You're not long. Okay, stand up, tell us your name and where you go to school and what you're going to do.
my name is Ingrid and I go to school. I go to school at Jim and I want to get a
You want to be a what?
lawyer.
A what?
A lawyer.
A lawyer?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Ambulance chaser.
Good for you. Good for you. Okay. What I'd like for you to do is, some people got a blue bicycle, some people got a red bicycle. So what? That doesn't make that big a difference. All right. If you have any questions, if some of you are in high school, some of you are in grammar school. Those of you in high school had to get through grammar school, so you got some pretty good ideas. And those of you in grammar school might want to talk to somebody in high school and figure out how to get there and maybe make the path a little easier. I don't want you sticking together. You two know each other very well. You two know each other very well. I don't want to see you out there talking to each other. I want to see you out there talking to one of these people. And you meet people. Okay? That's what we want to do. Meet people. Introduce yourself. Talk about your background. Talk about things. Going to do it outside. You need to move around. You can't sit in the classroom all day. We're going to spend about 15, maybe 20 minutes doing that. Going to come back in here, get a drink of water, go to the bathroom, and then we'll have some pizza, some food, and then we'll get on the simulator. And we'll start flying those things and making them do their thing. Does anyone have any questions? Does anyone disagree? You don't want to do that. Anybody not want to do that? Well, good. I'm going to make you do it anyway. So, all right. Bill's got Bill.
Oh, well, most of you guys know, I'm Bill Johnson, I'm one of your instructors. I know you guys are looking and going, this guy's blind. How the heck is he teaching us to fly? I've been visually impaired, I'm not totally blind, I can see. I just can't see really well. I had a stroke on the right side of my brain and a heart attack, and I was on life support for about a week and a half. It was no fun, okay? But I'm still glad to be here. I can still do this because I've been doing, I think I've had every flight simulator that's ever made. Flight simulator 98, 95, all of them, I've had them all. Ever since they've been making them, I've had them. Any of you guys ever thought about aviation in any way? Ever thought about it? Give it a thought? Okay, let's take the tower for a minute. Air traffic controllers. Anybody got any idea how much air traffic controllers make starting pay? Huh? 6 figures. Start. $118,000 to start. The day you leave school, you make $118,000. That's a lot of money. So if you made that kind of money and you wanted a Corvette, I think you can afford it. Okay? They are short air traffic controllers now. That's why they're having so many accidents. Air collisions, because the short controllers, the short maintenance people. Maintenance people in aviation make a ton of money. Okay? My background in the Army, I was flight operations in the Army. And the only reason I didn't fly in the Army is I'm colorblind. You can't fly if you're colorblind, so not in the Army anyway. But if you know the right pilots, they'll let you fly. So, hey, I got to fly airplanes. Took some flight lessons, but never finished because of medical. Can't pass the medical. You can't fly. You guys want to take a break, go outside, go ahead.
All right, let's get them outside.
Please don't leave the compound, guys. Stay within in the area here, okay? Don't take off and go down the street or go to the store or anything like that.
Stay here, meet your classmates, see who they are, learn about them, and I'm going to be watching you, and if you're not doing what I think you ought to do, we'll come out there and make your life miserable with you. And, okay? All right, outside. Do you see that? It's further to go. And on the bottom, it doesn't have to go that far. It doesn't have that much area to cover. Consequently, if it has to cover that much area, it's going to stretch. It's going to take up less pressure. Consequently, that creates lift. I'm going to use those in a minute.
Okay.
And,
I'm gonna be here.
okay. If you want to go up and you have the power, you have to go through the air to create that lift, up you go. You change the angle of attack, you go up. It reaches a certain point where it no longer flows smoothly across the wing. The wing doesn't go through the air smoothly, and it has a tendency to burble. Consequently, that's what we call a stall. If your car stalls, that means the engine stalls and it stops running and you don't go anywhere. If an airplane stalls, aerodynamic stall, what happens is the air does not flow across the top of the wing properly, smoothly. Consequently, it stops producing lift. And if you want to produce lift and recover from that stall, you've got to get air. You have to move this wing through the air. And that means take advantage of gravity. Lower the nose, gravity will pull the airplane down and it will recover. Okay. When we are flying an airplane, when you're flying a simulator, in an actual airplane, you look outside. How do you know the nose is up? You raise the angle right here, and you look up, and how much blue sky you see tells you whether the nose is up or not. You fly primarily looking outside. Inside gives you a lot of information. Okay, we have what we call an airspeed indicator, tells you how fast you're going. There has to be, the airplane must be moving through the air to fly. It will not create lift unless it's moving through the air. In order to create that lift, the way we determine just when we need to do certain things with the controls, when we reach a certain speed. We're moving through the air at a certain speed. This tells you the number of what that speed is. It's the airspeed indicator. That's an important instrument. You can tell whether you're flying or not by looking out the window. If the horizon is there, straight across your line of sight, blue, green, everything's cool. You look out the window and it's all blue, it's going to be cool for a while, but if you keep it that way, it's going to stop being cool. The wind's going to stop. If you look out the windshield and it's all green, you're on the way down. You got a problem. So you want half blue, half green. We'll figure that out. All right, we've got a artificial horizon right here. That's going to give you the attitude of the airplane. Is it pointed up or is it pointed down? That's a big deal. But you got the same thing right in front of you. You got a windscreen and it's got blue sky and it's got earth. Though that tells you the same thing. So why do you want to stay in here and look at all these gauges when you can be looking out the window and see if something's about to hit you? Okay. This is an instrument that tells you, gives you a radial or a vector or a compass reading as to the direction that you're going. All right. This gives you, this is your horizontal situation indicator that tells you what direction you are traveling in, east, west, north, south, whatever. And that gives you your compass heading. That tells you how to get to wherever you want to go. This gives you a rate of climb. Are you going up or are you going down? The needle will tell you that. You look outside. Look outside. What's the sky doing? The same thing. It'll give you that information. All right? This tells you whether you're banked left or right. This tells you basically the same thing. And your gauges over here are instrument engines. Engine instruments. It tells you what the engine's doing, how much your fuel you're burning, what the temperatures are, those types of things. That's stuff you got to know. And you need that information when you're flying in that simulator. This is the throttle. You push it forward is go, pull it back is don't go. This is a mixture control. As you travel higher and the atmospheric air gets thinner, the fuel mixture changes. The mixture is set to operate on the ground at sea level. As you go higher, the density of the air decreases. Consequently, you need to reduce the fuel mixture. And that takes place generally above 5,000 feet, somewhere in that area. You need to start the mixture control changes. Some of them are 1,000, it depends. So, there's a lot of different gauges on the engine indications that tell you things on this airplane. You got radios, you got navigation devices. I could spend 3 days teaching you navigation devices. We're not going to do that right now. We're not going to do that today. What I want to do is get you on these simulators where you can have some fun. You've been listening to me talk enough, and we can do that. Anybody have any questions? Okay. What we want to do is, which simulator are you on, Kate? Okay.
Wherever you want me to teach.
All right. I want you to get with one of the guys that understands this has been here before. It'll help you and
Update.
work with you. You okay? Carl, everything cool?
I just got an update on the TR.
All right.
All of a sudden.
Okay.
Yeah, Larry.
You popped up there and update. Okay. I don't want to put two people that have never been on a simulator before together. I'd rather put someone that's been there and someone that has not. Are you guys familiar with simulators? Do you have a home simulator? Okay. Does anybody here have a home simulator? Okay. So, we're going to divide you up into groups. I think we got enough simulators to have,
Two per station, I guess. For the two per station, I can take, I'll be in there, I can take,
Okay.
there, two in there,
okay,
whatever you.
and Mr. Navarro has got a simulator back there in the back. I don't know, has everyone seen that thing? Man, that thing's amazing. He built that. And it's amazing. It's really something. Okay. All right. You and you on that simulator over there. Go. You and you on the next one. There we go. The left. Good. The center. Okay. Stay there. Strong. Go there.
double up like that. You got little rubber things in the back.
Yeah.
That rubber. Yeah. When you go down, typically when you want to go down, other than that, what else would you do? You want to go down? Power. Power takes you up, and what's power?
Yeah, let's bring this down.
There you go. Pull it down.
This is how you blow up, that's how you blow up, like right there. When you go down, it's going down.
I'm sure that you don't always have to go like that.
Yeah.
There you go, right there. Right there.
freeze your simulator.
Angle of attack too
Now,
high.
let's go outside for about 10 or 15
Angle
minutes.
of attack too high.
Take a break, move around, talk about what you've done, talk about how tricky these things are on you.
I did really good.
Angle of attack too high. Warning. Angle of attack too high. Warning. Angle of attack too high. Warning. Angle of attack too high.
I want to show you a couple of
I'm
things.
gonna gather around over here a little bit. Y'all should be hot out there.
Okay,
Come on over here, guys, y'all kind of gather around so y'all can gather right there in the floor.
all right. Come here. Sit down, man. Now get over here where you can see. You come over here. Come on. Over here. You get over there. Right here. Get where you can see. Okay. Come on over here. All right. Put your feet on the rudder pedal. Okay, now. The top of the pedal is the brake. Push your right brake. Okay. Let off on the right brake. Push your left brake. More left brake. Okay. Now that thing will move, and that's not good, but that's just, you got to learn how to manage it. Okay. The proper place for your heels is on the floor. Put the heel on the floor. On the floor. That's a bolt. That's it. All right. When you're in the air, push the right rudder pedal. Not the brake, not the brake, just the pedal. Push the left brake, left rudder pedal. All right. You see how that works? You don't push the brakes. When you're taking off, all right, center the rudder. There you go, right there. When you're on the ground, you want to be able to use the brake, and the way you use the brake is push the toe. That's both brakes. All right? Stop. You push right brake. Push just the right brake. Move the rudder forward while you're pushing the brake. That's the way you steer on the ground. Does that make sense? You paying attention to me? Good. That's a good idea. That's a real good idea. Okay. Anybody misunderstand? We communicate. It's hard to do. Your brain wants to do one thing, your hand wants to do something else, and your foot wants to do something else. And trying to get all of that coordinated and get it together, it's difficult. It requires practice. So, in summary, you're on the ground, push the brakes and stop straight ahead.
One more thing, Mr. Skip.
See there? Straight ahead. Okay, let off the brakes. Push the right rudder only on the ground. See there? Center the rudder. Push the left rudder only on the ground. Left brake. More left brake. There you go.
One more thing, Mr. Skip. The yoke is dead on the ground. The yoke
Won't do
dead,
anything.
doesn't work. So you're constantly, like Mr. Skip said, utilizing the rudder pedals on the ground. But once you get in the air, then the yoke comes alive.
And as you gain more speed, there's more air flowing across the control surface and it becomes more responsive. What does responsive mean? What does responsive mean? Somebody? What? It does what you tell it. For you to respond, you do what you're told. You respond. Does that make sense? Any questions? Okay, get back on your sim, get with your partner, go ahead and put that thing back in there. And
don't rain over here though. Okay.
Okay, I don't know if we ever mentioned, guys, but there are no liquids at the computers, none.
You like it? You didn't like it? What did you like about it? Huh?
Professor,
You got it, right?
Professor.
Oh, the last.
Where are you in?
Okay, but did you like the scene?
Where are you in?
Okay.
Question? I don't know how to call it. Okay.
Keep it. Give it a shot.
I got no questions.
Awesome, so come on, let's get started. There's some, water in there. Sodas in there. Did you cup for your, beverage? Or you gotta keep it over there? Okay. It's in the packet on the, stamp, I believe. Huh? Okay. Quickly. There you go, Marcus.
Speed for laps too high. Warning. Speed for laps too high. Warning, warning. Angle of attack to laps too high. Warning, 800 feet. Speed for laps too high. Warning, 800 feet. Speed for laps too high.
Touch and go. Take off the runway, get in the air, circle around, come back around, land.
Checklist completed. All systems ready for departure. Warning. Speed for laps too high.
Go back on there.
Speed for laps too high. Warning. Speed for laps too high. Warning. Speed for laps too high. Speed for laps too high.
Okay. How sensitive that is. That's, you can't feel the controls that way. Feel the controls like this. Where you,
You know it's not very good.
okay?
You got a small head. Okay. Go to the left. Go to the left. Put your feet on the rudder pedals. There we go. Got it? Are you comfortable? Okay, ready? Remember you're pushing. No. That's dead right now. Remember you're pushing right here. There you go. Is that off? You still the heel of your feet. Move it. We're not on the runway. We're going to take off from right there, okay? You get about 60 knots and go back. right a little bit. Your right, military right. Right, there you go. Not civilian right, military right. Now turn the plane, keep turning the plane till you see the runway. It's not far. You'll find that. When you find the airport, you'll see the runway.
Hey, can you help her find the airport?
said, nobody got sitting down for years. Ready for the week. One thing about the boss, I put it on
Yeah, I was working at the school and I talked to find out where. Find out. That was fun.
Right before you heard this, around
All right, guys, let's shut them down.
Hey, shut down, go away. Just let them in. There you go. Just let her go. Whoa. There you go. There we go.
What do you do?
All right, shut them down, guys, shut them down.
Okay.
Turn the computers off. Turn the computers off.
How about you get on there? Come on.
All right, let's come on over and sit down.
All right. All the stuff you did in the past, let me get me a chair.
Angle of attack too high.
How we doing?
You ready to take off? Yeah, you ready. Give it gas. Steer with your feet. Remember your feet. Keep it center, keep it center, keep it center. Push to the right. There you go. To the right, to the right. Keep it center, keep it right there. And when you get to 60 knots, you pull back a little bit. Matter of fact, the plane will probably take off on its own. Keep it center. There you go. It took off on its own, didn't it? Okay. Doing good. Doing good. You must have got this from your grandfather. Doing good. Keep it level. Remember what Mr. Skip said about that orange carrot on that white line? You're doing good. That's where you want it. How high are we right now? Look at that. Look, what does that say? 400? And climbing. How high are we now?
5.
There you go. We won't get to about 1,000, okay? Keep it level, don't turn, keep it level, just like that. Doing good, doing good. Oh yeah. I don't know why it seems like that one is easier to me, but everybody's different. All right, keep it level now, keep it level. I can see you. You know how I know? I can't see that one in front of you, but I can see that one. That one right there talks to me too. That little yellow line needs to be on that white line. That carrot needs to be on that white line. If you're going too fast, pull that black lever down a little bit. That's your power. Pull the black one down a little bit. The black lever. A little bit. A little bit. Go ahead. Pull it down some more. More. There you go. We just lost a little engine, didn't we? Okay. When you give the plane more power, you go up. When you give it less power, you're going to come down. It's just like driving. You give a car more gas, you go faster. You give it less gas, you go slower.
You show the train button.
Not yet.
Doing good, Jaja.
Can you see it, man? Want to see it? Somewhat. Yes, sir.
You said it's control 9 or control, what is the thing?
Shift 9. I like these kids. That's what I'm saying. I know. Didn't I say you?
Like Will Chamberlain.
Hey, you seen the professor?
Yeah. You don't look like my cousin, though.
Oh, man. That boy got tall. Professor playing basketball where she said it.
Is it?
Okay, this is, man, I keep getting y'all. Came, you are, which one, what's your name again?
Tristan.
Tristan. I keep getting y'all mixed up.
Yeah.
Okay, He didn't take off, but he's flying. So, what Mr. Skip said, you got the are you comfortable? Are you too close there?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Now you got, here it is. Here it is in a nutshell. Get straight. Get straight. There you go.
Okay.
This right here is the trim wheel.
Okay. Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, you're level.
Yeah.
Now if you want to go up, give a little bit of gas. When you get to that appropriate altitude, then trim it out. If you want to come down, you come down to whatever altitude you want, then you trim it. You don't constantly, you don't do all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if we can find the airport.
Yeah.
We took off from KPNS. I'm gonna help you out here.
All right.
Okay, relax. Remember that yoke I told you?
Yeah.
See this mouse?
Uh-huh.
That's the airport. You see that airplane?
Okay, so I gotta
That's
turn
you.
around.
Yeah. No, now with the rudder, man. Now with the rudder. Pull your power down a little bit. Pull your power down a little bit.
I don't even know what that is.
The black lever to your right.
Oh.
Now bang to you. Easy. To your right. Go to your right. To your right. With the yoke.
Oh,
with the yoke. Go to your right with the yoke. Just little movements, man. Little movements. Like that. Hold it. Just hold that. Look out the window.
Oh, wow.
Straighten up. Straighten up. There you go. That's how you turn.
Yeah.
You don't turn, hold it. You go little increments, little increments, little increments.
Yeah.
It's just almost like driving a car, but not quite.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You see the airport? See right here?
Right in front of me?
Look at my mouse.
Oh, yeah, I see it. It's
Don't
right
push
there.
down. Don't push down. Okay. Now, what's our altitude?
2,200.
Right there. Or you can use that one. That's easier.
Yeah.
So you probably need to. You don't want to push it down. You don't want to push down. You want to come down, but you want to pull your power back. You're over controlling your yoke. Relax.
Okay.
Let go of the yoke. Let go. Now, what's the plane doing? It's flying, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Pull your
just
power
sitting
down. Pull your power down. Now, let go of the yoke. Pull your power. Let go of the yoke. Let go.
Okay.
Pull your power down. What's the plane doing? It's flying.
Yeah.
Okay, it's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Now you want to take the yoke and pull to the right a little bit. Just get it over there. There you go, man. Relax. That's it. You got plenty of time.
Okay.
You got time, baby. You got time.
I'm confusing all the words of what stuff is. Look around.
Yeah, just listen to me, left and right. That's it right now. Now, we want one notch of flaps. See that? I think it's that one. Pull
Yeah.
down. Right there.
Oh, that's
Okay, pull your power down. More. There we're gonna come down. The nose of the airplane, you want, don't be pushing at all that crap. You want the nose center with the runway. It's gonna come down.
all right.
Let go of the yoke. What's it doing? It's coming down.
Down, yeah.
Trim it. Now trim if you come. No. Trim. There you go.
Right.
Yeah. You're using that yoke too much. You don't need to.
Okay.
You're doing good, man.
9,800 feet.
You just got to get that nose centered.
Yeah.
There you go. Trim.
9,800 feet.
You should be roughly about maybe, when you get to the edge of the trees, you should be about 600, 700 feet or so.
Okay.
And what's our airspeed? You got to give a little bit of power. Actually, we've got one too many notches of flaps. one, push that flap lever up one. There you go. That's good, right there.
Okay.
Our airspeed is 60 knots. That's a good airspeed.
600 feet.
Trim your nose down a little bit. There you go. Trim it down a little, the other way. There you go. It takes some use to get, get used to.
300 feet.
Now, what's our altitude? We're at
1100.
okay. Keep that nose center of that runway. Keep that nose center of that runway.
200 feet.
You're bouncing, baby. You're bouncing. Keep it. There you go.
50 feet. 25 feet.
A little bit more power. Your airspeed's kind of low.
Warning.
You crash?
Too high. Warning. Roll angle too high.
Got it. You saved me some trouble. Keep it center, man. Had to walk away a minute. Keep it center. Get it center. Get over to the left. Easy. You got a lot of time. What's your altitude?
800.
Okay.
60. Oh, jeez.
You're all right. Watch your airspeed.
Is this my speed? Yes.
Yeah, you're at 60 knots. You don't want to go any lower than that.
So bring
Probably
it
want
higher?
to trim it down a little bit. Get that nose down. Get that nose down. You want to fly that airplane right into that runway.
Uh-huh.
Let it come down, man. You're over controlling.
Okay.
This is when everybody always starts freezing up the first time. There's a plane taking off. You're not centered the runway.
500.
To the left. There you go. Hold that. Hold that. Hold that. Let it come over. 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 Now straighten up to the right a little bit. A little bit. Straighten up. There it is. Pull your power back. Pull your power all the way down. Pull your power all the way down. Now let it just come down. Let it come down. Stay centered just like that. When you almost get to the runway, pull back a little bit. Yeah, you're drifting. There you go. Try and make the runway somewhat.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're right a little bit. Don't bump it too much, man. Okay. Pull back on the yoke a little bit. Stop. Pull back a little bit. A little bit. Pull back. A little bit. Stop. Pull back a little bit. Stop. Hold it. Pull back. Stop. Pull back. Pull back a little bit. Pull back. Stop. Pull back. Pull back. Pull back. There you go. Push the yoke forward all the way. Okay. Take off again. Push the power all the way up. All the way up. Steer with your feet. Steer with your feet. There you go. Keep it level. Keep it in the center of the runway. You're already up. Okay. Put your flaps all the way up. Okay. Trim it up. Trim it up. Trim wheel. There you go. You're airborne again. There you go. Doing good. The key to this, you don't over control with that yoke.
Yeah.
How about you? What'd you learn?
I taught my student over here, my favorite student.
You taught your favorite student how to land airplanes smoothly. All right. Yeah, okay. How about you? I can't understand. I can't hear a word you're saying. Speak up.
Come on. Let's get talking.
I've been. Okay. The reason people talk is to be heard. If you want to be heard, you got to talk loud enough to be heard. If you don't talk loud enough, don't talk. Tomorrow morning, I started out with that. The deputy is going to be here. He's going to talk to us a little bit about what deputies do, what law enforcement is. What the reason that we've asked the deputy to come here is a lot of people think that a police officer is a boogeyman. He's not. The police officer is your friend. He is your friend unless you're doing something bad wrong, and then he is your friend. So, don't be worried about that. We want you to meet the police officer, talk with him, ask him questions. Anything you want to ask him, he's going to level with you, and he'll give you some idea of what being in law enforcement is all about. And that's the reason we've asked him to come. We've got the fire department coming in on Wednesday. The fireman's going to bring a fire truck over here. We're going to sit down and take a look at it and do that. We did that last year out at the airport. We went out there and looked at the fire trucks and all of that. That was pretty cool. And had some fun. All right. Anybody got anything they want to say? Good, bad, or indifferent? Anything at all? What do you think? Are we wasting your time? No. Okay, that's good. Glad it worked out. We learned something. And tomorrow, 11 o'clock, be here on time. Bring your notebook and your dictionary. Make sure you got your notebook and your dictionary. We'll be taking notes, and you need to know what we're talking about. Any questions? Okay, see you tomorrow. Thank you. How's your food situation? We'll be a little more prepared tomorrow. Okay, man. Take it easy. All right, buddy. Okay? Everything all right? All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for helping us. How'd it go, ladies?
Good.
Did you have any fun?
Yeah.
Learn anything? Hi, I'm Skip.
I'm Louise. How are you?
Glad to meet you. You coming back tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.